Okay. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Blue Collared Mafia Girls.
I forgot.
It's so
Wait,
cute.
oh wait, no, you should be good in your chair.
I'm okay.
It's just
Okay, so today we have a fun episode. We're gonna represent Long Island.
home.
Yes, home. We are gonna go over and debunk some of the stereotypes of Long Islanders.
Yeah.
So get ready. This one's going to be fun. I'm excited to talk about
definitely.
this. We've done a little research.
Mm-hmm.
My husband likes to call it research. And we will maybe do some more while we're recording. So make sure if you're listening on Spotify, check us out on YouTube so you could actually read some of the stuff that we're reading. Anyway, so do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Okay.
I feel like this one really comes from people that have no idea what Long Island even looks like or anything. But I feel like a lot of people think everyone on Long Island has money. Like
I actually have that one too written down.
Yeah, I think they think everyone lives in a house in the Hamptons, but
I wish.
That's not majority of Long Island.
Most of us are just suburban type people. There's even some rural areas with farmland. I guess not.
Yeah.
Things aren't hours away.
Right. But Long Island's just a big mishmash of a lot of different areas.
There's city, suburbs, rural, like all within an hour and a half of each other. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Yep. And there's good and bad areas, just like anywhere else.
Definitely not. Oh yeah.
Like one town could be beautiful, and then the next town over, it's garbage.
Yes.
I think that's so strange about Long Island.
Yeah, and some of those mix into the same school districts, which is very strange. You have, I mean, Bellport, which is, a prime example of that, where you see very, very, very wealthy. Right. With also very poor in the same school district in the same area. We're very diverse.
Very.
Which is crazy. I don't think a lot of people
know that. Like, it's not just rich white folks.
Yeah. Like, it's wearing popped collars.
Yeah, like it's a big mix. Yeah. For sure.
So, Nova might be joining us because our last episode she was not happy, so you might see a little nose. But yeah, that is a good one, and that's definitely not true.
Yeah,
I think that maybe in the past it used to be like that. Maybe that's where that came from because people migrated from the city to here.
Yep.
But as things have gotten more expensive, it's definitely not easy to have money.
Definitely not. I found this out kind of recently, which I think is funny because you think of Montauk and the Hamptons and you think, obviously, it's like big houses, people have money. But back in the day when Montauk was a thing, people just used to camp in tents there.
Really?
Before there was any houses or anything. And
that's crazy.
I mean, they've come a long way, but yeah, they used to just camp out.
So there's like no
with
home.
Tents.
And now it's very wealthy. I shouldn't even say. There's also, I used to work in the Hamptons, and there's a lot of middle class there too. Yeah. It's not very rich. Celebrities come there during their summer break or whatever, but it's definitely not California.
Oh, yeah.
Nova, I don't want to have to put you away in your crate, but she's like scratching to get pet.
All right, what's your first one? Did you say your first one?
Actually, my first one was people assume that we're rich.
Oh,
so I'll go with my second one, which is everyone assumes that we're Italian, possibly in the mob, or we're Jewish, which leads me to say I'm Italian and also Jewish.
So true.
For me.
Yeah. I think majority of people are oh my god, what the heck
Italian.
Italian Americans, whatever
you
generation, fifth generation Italians.
Of Italian. If you live on Long Island, you have a little bit of Italian.
Yeah.
But
I mean, our parents, I don't know where your parents grew up, but my My mom was like born in Corona, Queens.
Yeah, my mom grew up in Queens.
Yeah, like our grandparents were from that.
My grandma actually grew up in Queens too. My great grandma came here from Italy.
Your grandma has some good mom stories.
Oh my god, my grandma
like
my grandma grew up in Queens, and she grew up around the mob. She knew, her parents grew up around the mob, and she just remembers that lifestyle. She remembers. I don't know that
they were
much
just
about
surrounded by it at that time.
And it's funny because while Joe was sick, we went on a little bit of a deep dive of mob families, and we were like YouTubing and stuff like that. And they really did. A lot of people felt safe around the mob. And that's what I grew up remembering with my grandma. My grandma used to tell me, like, they weren't scared of the mobsters.
Right.
They were basically the police of their area.
Yeah. They probably kept it safer than they did too.
Yeah. So it's funny that I think that stereotype is a little true.
Probably more true than not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where's your dad from?
I don't know where my dad was born, but I mean he grew up in Islip, so
okay. My dad was born in Brooklyn, I believe. He grew up in Brooklyn.
My mom moved here when she was young. She also grew up in Bayshore. So
my mom didn't move to Long Island until she was in 6th grade.
Oh wow!
So half of her childhood she remembers growing up in Queens.
Yeah,
but she's the oldest, so that's another thing.
Yeah,
what do you got?
People are rude.
So I actually have that as one of mine as well. What I find funny is people probably do think we're rude when we travel and go other places, but to us, it's almost like kind of endearment.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just feel I don't get angry with people being rude. To me, if you're like too nice, you're fake.
Same. If you're too nice, I just don't buy it.
It feels fake.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're just honest and just upfront. Like we don't cut. I don't know.
There's more of a, if like I'm beeping the horn, like come on, people like and you're like, all right, well,
I don't know. That's
you just deal with that on the daily.
Yeah, that's just normal here. I mean, we maybe shouldn't live like that, but
have you ever gone down south more and also get annoyed with like how people? I'm like, don't talk to me. Like and that's probably I really shouldn't feel that way.
Like they're super nice, but they're also like so slow and they take their time. And you're like, come on, I gotta go. I gotta go.
I don't want to have a conversation with you.
Yeah, no.
And that's not. I want to feel approachable.
Yeah.
I don't mean to not feel approachable. But I think that it's just how we're used to growing up.
Yeah. Like I don't know. We're not rude, but we're just straightforward, I guess. That's a good way to put it. Yes.
It's not rudeness. It's just like cut dry.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good one. I have that too. Okay. So I have that people believe that we are pizza snobs. It would be nice if I could say it. Pizza snobs.
Pizza snobs.
Which I don't think I am. I will eat pizza anywhere.
Yeah. Like in different states?
Yes, I've eaten pizza in other places.
I don't know. Like if I'm in Alabama, I've
never been to Alabama.
I'm not gonna have a piece of pizza, I don't think.
Or bagels, I guess. I guess ours.
Bagels definitely is worse.
I've never had a bagel. Oh, I will say, I've had a bagel in South Carolina, and it was rock hard.
Yeah,
rock hard, like fresh out of the oven. It was.
They say it's the water here, and I don't know if that's true or not, but I guess so.
Well, what's so different about our water?
I don't know.
It's just bizarre to me.
What is your favorite bagel place here? Or just in New York?
I don't really. I'm like a local. I'll just go to the place up the road.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
not really. You have to go to somewhere.
I love Utopia Bagels in
Okay.
Queens. It is.
See, I don't know. Really?
I only know it from working, like,
Yeah,
out there
because
all
you
the time.
do.
They're like the best bagels, I think.
So my sister had a boyfriend in high school, and his mom owned a bagel place. And we grew up like getting free bagels all the time.
Yeah, that's great.
So, but to me, a bagel is a bagel. Except, I guess, in South Carolina, it wasn't. Just toasted a little bit.
I just don't like fake bagels.
Like Thomas.
Like that, or Panera.
Yeah.
Their bagels suck. They're literally a bread
Starbucks,
place, and they don't even make their own bagels there.
If you've never had a real bagel, you have to. Like, Long Island has, I think, that over pizza.
Yeah, I think people are way more snobby over bagels than pizza.
I would agree with that.
I mean, me and Phil get like Domino's pizza sometimes. Yeah, it's trash pizza, but
when we've gone on vacation, we're like, we'll just get pizza, whatever. Yeah. I will say, the pizza place out over here, Mama Bella's, oh my God. Yeah. They are on point. You've gotten them with me too, right?
I think so. I feel like
the slices are like really big.
Oh, yeah.
They are the best pizza to me on Long Island that I've had so far. Actually, La Bistro I think it's La Bistro in Wading River.
Oh, yeah. They're really good too.
Really good too.
Wait, are they the ones that have the buffalo garlic nuts? Is that them?
No, they have the sesame seeds on the bottom, though.
I love that.
Maybe we are pizza snobs. Do people talk like this in other states?
I don't know. About pizza places.
Please let us know. If you live in a different state, or even in New York, but not Long Island, do you talk like this about pizza? Yeah.
Or what's super big in your state that you're a little snobby about?
I want to know.
I am curious too.
Because
what is
I guess it's true.
Yeah. All right.
For us,
we're pizza snobs and bagel snobs. I guess. We'll take that one.
What do you got?
I have all right, I feel like this one kind of goes with the other one, that everyone's just stuck up and full of themselves. But I think it just goes with everyone's just kind of straightforward, which it could come off as stuck up or rude or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll just go with this one. Everyone's terrible drivers.
Yeah.
Definitely probably some of the worst drivers out here.
Yeah, we have, you know what it is, though? We're very dense. There's so many people on this island.
Way too many.
A lot of traffic. Mm-hmm. And then Long Island Expressway is the only place to drive.
Yeah.
You go somewhere else and you can drive, there's so many different roads to go.
Yeah.
We only have Sunrise and the Expressway.
Yeah. Like major
Have
highways.
You ever seen, I haven't, but apparently there's a documentary on the Long Island Expressway and how bad it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like the actual road itself?
Yeah.
Or, oh yeah.
Well, like we have the highest rate of crashes or death. Don't quote me, I might be wrong, but maybe let's look that up.
Anytime I'm on the expressway,
it's dangerous.
There's an accident somewhere.
Every single time.
Yeah. So that's definitely true.
Expressway.
Terrible drivers and a lot of road ragers out here. Oh, did I tell you that story?
No.
Oh, I don't think I did because I haven't seen you since then. I yelled at a grown man. Like, grown man.
Why?
I was on my way home from work on Wading River Road.
Okay.
And I don't drive up people's asses. I hate when people do that to me. Like, I just don't drive like that.
Yeah.
But this guy was going like a little slow. And so I guess I was kind of close to him. And he stopped short, like just brake checked me, I guess. But again, I wasn't that close, but I did have to like slam on my brakes because he completely stopped in the middle of the road. And I'm like, what are you doing? So he stops, he pulls over, and he hops out of the car, like ready to fight. And I know damn well you could look in your rearview mirror and you see that I'm a woman.
Female.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he hops out. We're going to have to like bleep this a lot, but he's like, you fucking idiot, you blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? So like now I'm in the middle of the street
And you're
and I'm
just
like
stunned.
yeah, so I'm in the middle of the street and I'm like, what is he doing? So then I pull over and I'm like kind of far ahead of him, so I can only see him through like my backseat window.
Yeah.
So I roll the window down and I can see him. He's still just screaming, whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, does it make you feel fucking tough yelling at a female? Like,
good for you.
This was the week I was sick, so I had no voice and I'm screaming at this man. So then he's like, oh, yeah, you fucking loser, you fucking loser. And I'm like, get a fucking life. And I literally drove away. And I'm like, what is wrong with people? Like, you're yelling at a female.
Because they, honestly, the road rage, I guess it is bad because I literally like just said ready it really to fight bad, someone. But I guess it is. I take that statement back before. Yeah. I've had someone follow me home. Yeah. And I had the kids in the car. I had the kids in the car. So I don't know why this guy followed me home. I didn't think that I was driving bad, but apparently enough for this guy to follow me home. And I was wrong in this circumstance. My first instinct was I'm running inside to get my husband. That was all I thought. Joe was home. So I get out of the car while this guy is screaming at me.
Oh my God. Who follows someone
home? Oh my God. And so I go run inside. I'm getting my husband. And by that time, like the guy's kind of like turning around and getting away. After dealing with that, what I should have done was stayed in my car, called 911, and just
says man followed me to my house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my whole idea was to scare the guy to tell him that I'm getting my husband, which did work. Right. It did work. I didn't even have to like get in my house or anything.
Yep.
You know, it was just my instinct to try to scare him.
Right.
But holy
that's scary.
Crap. Like, why are you
I don't know
following me home?
People are nuts. Like at one point you just gotta be like, all right, just let this go.
Well, that's kind of now that I look back at it, I should have just stayed in my car and been like, someone followed me home and I'm sitting in my car.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I couldn't control myself that day. I don't know. I've gotten me there when I'm like, I don't care.
You know, I've gotten there too where we all have mouths on us. I think we've all grown up that way to talk back a little bit and stick up for yourself. That was a very important thing for my family to teach me.
Yep.
Sometimes that rolls over into that was a man.
You never know, you
could have been in an unsafe situation.
You never know who you're messing with. I mean, I keep a little something on the side of my door, but can't say that.
You know what?
Here, probably.
You know what my husband taught me? I love him because he goes, just make sure that change that you have, you just throw it at them.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Because that at least will stun someone to get the hell away from you.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's definitely true.
I have one that kind of crossed over into the other thing that we were talking about the Hamptons. The Hamptons being all ritzy, glitzy, and all this stuff. And that is definitely not true if you've ever been to Hampton Bays. I mean, there's definitely higher end places, but when I think of the Hamptons, I think of clubbing.
Right. Yeah. I feel like
Bordy Barn, CPI.
I never went to the Bordy Barn before it closed.
What? Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I never did.
I definitely went there almost every weekend when I was 21.
Did you?
Yeah. I was a Hampton person. I used to go to CPIs when I was younger. Went to Foggy Goggle. Then I used to do this rotation where like Wednesday we went to Nappers because it was wing night. Then Thursday you went to Foggy Goggle, right? Maybe. Friday. What is my dog doing?
She just laid out on a bunch of toys.
Yeah. I don't know. Friday we used to go to Beach Bar. Saturday was the Drift. And then Sunday was the Bordy Barn. And I worked.
Do you think back and you're like, how the hell did I do that? I could never now.
I just went out last weekend with my cousins and I was let's take a 30-second break. I don't know what she wants. There must be like food.
Oh yeah.
I don't care.
Little crumbs.
Go ahead. Enjoy your life. I wish Joe was here. Of course
Oh yeah, that's right.
Of course he's not. Go ahead. Hold on. Oh. Yeah, there's food.
Little crumbs.
Like little chicken nugget. I found a little chicken nugget.
The chicken nugget.
Yeah, so I used to go clubbing a lot.
That was your life in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
That's what you think of.
Well, the Hamptons was clubbing. I don't know if it still exists like that.
I was just going to ask you if there's any places like that.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I feel like most people
Beach bar might be open.
Just kind of like rent houses out there now and just like.
I think the club scene in general is dead. People don't club like that.
Yeah, maybe I mean, that was like Miami or something. Like,
yeah, but I mean, that was like the best times. We used to listen to good music and all those reels that you see of millennials like hearing a song and dancing. Like that is real. That's how we grew up. So, you know. But yeah, so that was my list.
That was mine too. I didn't really have like a super long one.
So we're gonna look up another one. Let's see.
I'm gonna read some things off Reddit. What people say about Long Island. She found more food.
I don't know what my dog is doing today. I am so sorry. Long Island. Let's see. What are we looking up? Reddit stereotypes.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I just pick one?
Sure.
Is your opinion on stereotypes about Long Islanders true? So let's just pick this one.
Definitely gonna be fun.
We all bagel lovers. We already said that. Okay. They tend to be friends with the people they grew up with and know everybody in a town.
I mean, that's
yes and no.
Yeah, that's not the case for me. I'm maybe friends with like one person that I grew up with still.
I'm friends with two.
Yeah.
But I do know a lot of people from, like, everyone, I feel like a lot of people who grew up on Long Island stayed on Long Island.
Yeah, I could probably think of a handful of people that moved, but, I mean, I guess you kind of start to know a lot of people from different towns.
And I will say, well, when I was growing up in high school, I still hung out with other people from other towns. I didn't hang out with just my small town. Yeah. I grew up in a very small town, though. I mean, my graduating class was only 200 or so people.
Oh, really? Mine was like 500 or something.
So,
but I had all different towns going to my high school, too.
Okay. Joe, though, my husband, is kind of opposite. He does know a lot of his high school friends, a lot of them.
But still talks to them or no?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I feel like guys are a little better with that, though.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. My daughter's godfather is a high school friend of his, or elementary, I think.
Wow.
School, yeah. Grew up with him. So,
talk to anyone.
He definitely is better with that. He also grew up in a much bigger school district where there was like 3,000 people that graduated in his class. I don't even know that many people live on Long Island, but I guess they do. So let's see. So this one is good. No. The ones about eating egg sandwiches every day, idolizing Billy Joel, driving pickup trucks that have never seen a dirt road in most of suburban part of the country, unhealthy obsessions with energy drinks that they buy at 7-Eleven before 8 a.m.
I mean, that's really funny because I think it's pretty accurate. I forgot about the egg sandwiches. How did we forget about that?
Oh, yeah. We're definitely egg sandwich snobs.
Yeah, for sure. Other states don't even know what
a bacon, egg, and cheese is.
A bacon, egg, and cheese. SPK.
Yeah, SPK.
On a roll.
screenshot on this. We'll do it later. And also, we all have pickup trucks.
Pretty much.
We all have
you know what
pickup
pisses
trucks.
me off though? When someone owns a pickup truck and they don't need a pickup truck.
Well,
Like, don't get a pickup truck if you don't need it and you're not using
everybody needs a pickup truck, though. Hold on. Sorry if I'm too close to my whatever. Okay. Everybody needs a pickup truck because
but there's some men that actually don't need them.
Yeah.
Like, you're not towing
it's not
things.
Cool. Yeah.
You're not putting things in the bed of your truck.
Honestly,
you're just driving it to drive a
pickup trucks aren't really anything to write home about. Like, I don't really love the idea of having a pickup truck. It's not that great. Because then unless you have the cover on it,
right,
everything gets wet.
Yeah.
So to have a trunk space is much better anyway. But I know my husband loves his pickup truck. So
yeah, but he uses it.
Oh yeah, he uses it all the time.
Yeah. If you don't use it, what's the point of even having one?
What else did they say? Oh, Billy Joel. Billy Joel.
I feel like so many people are obsessed with him, but I'm not at all. My family wasn't the same.
So I have a cousin who is weirdly obsessed with. Oh my god. Go. Here. Sorry, Nicole.
No, it's fine. $7-Eleven.
Oh my god. So I do have a cousin that is she loves Billy Joel. Shout out Ariel. But I never grew up that way. I don't know if her parents did, maybe.
Yeah.
My aunt and her dad. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't grow up on Billy Joel. But I think there's a majority of people that are like really obsessed
probably
with him
I think that
because he's from Long Island.
Yes, I do agree with that. The energy drink thing, I don't know anybody obsessed with energy drink. Well,
I feel like a lot of people,
but
yeah.
I think that's everywhere. I don't think that's just Long Island. I don't think that's Long Island thing.
No.
Let's see. My ex-girlfriend broke up with me at a Billy Joel concert. The entire crowd was singing along every word. Yeah, well, I do think that because Billy Joel tickets are so expensive, if you're going to go to a concert, everybody's going to know the words. I wouldn't see why somebody would go.
Right. If you don't
enjoy Billy Joel.
Especially his kind of concert.
Yeah. Yeah.
His songs are complete sing-along songs.
Long Islanders love Long Island.
Lot of Italians.
Lots of Italians. Terrible and aggressive drivers.
We clarified that one. That's definitely true.
It's definitely true. I find myself telling people that I left because of the people, but when I break it down, I conclude that my social circle at home isn't like the stereotype because I like them. That's obviously incorrect because the one thing I definitely do not like is the air of arrogance or shit don't stink character trait stereotype. I guess that Jersey Shore type stereotype. I don't know. Look, if you're from a town or an area, should you not have pride for where you live?
Yeah. Though? Like, it's not everyone. You can't be like, I moved because of the people. Like,
and most of us will say Long Island is just way too expensive. Look, we benefit that we have beaches that we can go to, and there's obviously great things about Long Island, but I don't know if I can talk to someone and be like, oh yeah, shit don't stink. Like, I don't
really think people have that kind of, there's definitely people that do, but that's anywhere. Yeah.
And you really should have pride for where you live. I mean, if you live in Nashville, you don't think people aren't like, yeah, go Nashville. Like, I just think that.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so, and I'm sure where this person moved to, I would hope that they like it now.
Yeah. Wish you the best.
Oh, terrible accents. We didn't say that.
Oh, I didn't think of that one.
I wonder if people think I have an accent.
I mean, we definitely do. I think I'm more aware of it now. Not that I try and talk in to not have one, but if I hear myself on a video or if I listen back to, our podcast, I'm like, oh yeah, like
when I get mad, it's harder for me to not talk.
Yeah. Well, I sound like a piece of trash.
Yeah, that's when I get mad.
Shit, yeah, forget it.
Joe's like, why are you talking like that? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just talking too fast. Like, slow it down.
Like, literally, when I talked back to that guy, I was just telling you about the road rage. I'm just like,
you think you're
so tough talking to a female?
I feel like I start talking like my mom.
Like, yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, yeah, totally.
It just comes out. There's no way.
Yeah, but I love the accents. I think they're so funny. Also, I feel like Staten Island's different. The Bronx is different.
Oh, everybody's
different.
Yeah.
They're so different. Yeah.
Nassau is different than even Hamptons, you know. I do want to touch on what this one says. A lot of people on Long Island are white racists. And what I find funny is what we said before. We are extremely diverse.
Yeah, there's everything.
Everything is here.
Yeah.
Everything. So I don't know why that stereotype exists because even my kid's school is extremely diverse. Mm-hmm. Extremely diverse.
Yep.
So... just no.
That's a no. Because
that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, we're freaking.
Oh, this one's funny.
Which one?
All cops.
What does that even mean?
All it says is all cops.
Oh, like everyone from Long Island.
Everyone's a cop. Yeah, I mean, my father was a police officer.
My father.
And you at least know like 5. I can name 5 cops.
Oh, yeah, definitely. My brother has a lot of cop friends, actually.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I know at least 5. I don't know any Suffolk cops anymore.
Yeah.
Most of the people that live on Long Island, I would say, a lot of them are NYPD. Maybe, I don't know what the hiring or like our age group, the way that it works with hiring is just sometimes they don't open up hiring because there's no spots. So probably our generation.
Doesn't say they give spots to other races before they give to white people.
It does happen.
Also, I think that goes for FDNY too.
Oh yeah, well,
you get like extra points.
Do you know any?
Or something?
Do you know any FDNY? I don't know anybody.
No, I did have one of my friends growing up. Her dad was FDNY, but
I don't think
I don't know anyone.
So, sorry, I'm going to put my dad out there, but he used to call. Oh, that's my alarm to get my daughter off the bus, but I have 10 minutes. So.
Okay.
Hold on. Wow, sorry guys, really unprofessional today. But so my dad used to call the fire department the greatest show on earth because so every single time there's like an emergency, like a cat is in a tree, it's the greatest show on earth. There's 3 fire trucks, everybody and their mother.
Oh my God.
I will say it probably is hard. We only have volunteers on Long Island.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not talking down to them. I think that's great that they volunteer their time. But I don't know how it works. So maybe the way that it works is they don't know how many people are showing up. So all of them show up.
That's true.
But, have you ever been on that LIE and there's an accident? And
like everyone.
Fire trucks lined up.
Yep, everything.
And then they're all just standing around.
I don't know, just in case they, need everybody. But I do think, I can't believe that all the firemen out here are volunteers.
That's horrible.
That should be a whole career.
That should be a career. I fully agree with that.
I don't understand how it's just all volunteer.
I think at a certain level they can get paid if they're like a chief or something.
I don't think so. I think they kind of just get like
or benefits
or benefits, something like
tax
that.
write-offs,
but
which I would at least hope they get that because our taxes are so high.
Yeah. But that needs to be a whole career.
Yeah, it really should be. I mean, Long Island is dense enough. There's so many people here. There's so many accidents. They do respond to so many accidents that they really shouldn't have to be a volunteer. And then I think that's why they lose people too. How much can you volunteer your time you can't do that forever.
Mm-mm.
You know, I know my friend used to be a volunteer, and now she has a different type of job, and she doesn't have the time to do it anymore.
Yeah, no.
So, you know, that's not really fair to them.
Yeah.
I think
and that sucks they can't, like, make a career out of it either.
And they should be able to.
Yeah.
You know, you grow up, like, little kids grow up their entire lives wanting to be firefighters. Well, guess what? You can't
literally have to move to the city.
Yeah.
To make money doing it.
Yeah. And a lot of them, if you are in this, you know, maybe that's why we don't know any of them, because you basically, like, have to sleep there. Right?
Pretty much, yeah, actually.
So they probably live in their respected area.
Mhm.
Correct me if, you know.
Yeah, if they're like firehouse or whatever.
If I'm wrong.
No, I think you are right. I feel like they
would want to at least be in the area of where they work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In case of an emergency. I think my husband's home. He's trying to open the door.
They're obnoxious.
They're obnoxious. I mean, cannot pronounce the word call, and also say frustrated without the R. Why would you say frustrated? It's frustrated. That's how it's spelled.
Yeah, frustrated is with an R.
Frustrated.
Cool. I noticed I say daughter, bed, water.
I say dog.
Coffee. Dog. I always make fun of you. Say dog.
Listen to my dog. She won't shut up. My husband's home.
I see you give that same look every time.
Hi, Joe. Go get your dog.
Ask him what a Long Island stereotype is.
Joseph, come here. Joe. He hates me right now. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe this. What is a Long Island stereotype? Yeah. Coffee?
Oh, we did forget that one.
People are like coffee snobs?
Or everyone's just like
or
obsessed
just
with
because,
coffee?
Or just because we say coffee? Because we say coffee. What's another one? Go eat your bagel.
Literally just like Phil.
Yeah, he's not interested right now. North Shore versus South Shore.
Oh.
This is, why didn't we talk about this? The North Shore.
Well, you grew up on the North Shore.
Where'd you grow up?
South Shore.
Yeah.
I'm a South Shore, like till I die.
I was very upset when we moved to the South Shore. I'm not going to lie.
I love both. But if I had to pick one,
I would pick the North Shore.
I would pick the South Shore.
Really?
Yeah.
The beaches on the North Shore are so much nicer.
They're beautiful. I think the water is better there if you actually want to go swimming.
That's what, yeah.
Because the ocean's just crazy. I can't believe I used to swim in that as a kid.
Yeah, well, that I didn't.
How did I not drown in that? Like, it's so bad. It's crazy, that water.
Yeah, I did not grow up going to those beaches, and I don't like swimming in them, and it does scare me.
Yeah.
Smith's Point Beach was what was near me, and I just never really liked going there.
I
didn't like having to pay to go to the beach.
Yeah. My parents had a boat growing up, so we always went to Fire Island, so that's like where I always was.
I wonder if that's a stereotype. All Long Islanders have a boat. We don't, but a lot of us do.
Boats are too expensive.
Yeah. We all used to have boats when we all were growing up, and now none of us can afford them.
Yeah, now
I don't know anybody with a boat.
I would love a boat now, though.
You know what? There are a lot of maintenance,
in the summer.
And then you have to like go out every weekend, or it's not worth it.
But I feel like I would in the summer. That's like the best thing to do.
Joe probably wouldn't, because he would be like, I'm not getting a boat. I want to go racing.
That's true.
Just
get a fast boat, then they'll be into it.
Yeah, exactly. The water scares me, though. That scares me.
Well, yeah, I know. I don't like being on a boat in the ocean, but I'll go in the bay.
Yeah, the bay is different.
Yeah, I don't think people definitely don't understand how Long Island is set up.
Yeah, so above us is Connecticut, so we have like a big...
So I guess we'll just like wrap it up quick.
All right, well, we're going to wrap things up. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, and we're going to do a part 2 because we want to make sure that we touch on everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely have so much more to add.
Yeah.